Good morning, and thank you for taking the time to interview me today. My name is Alfonso Garcia Gonzalez, and throughout my career in safety, industrial, and leading teams, I have come to understand that leadership is important, especially in environments where everything is high paced work, where everything is congested, and communication, accountability, and teamwork are critical. One thing I have learned throughout the years is that leadership is not just about authority or job titles. Leadership is about making connections, about forming relations, about creating a culture where employees are buying into it, influencing them in a positive way. A lot of my leadership approach directly connects with what I learned from the University of Michigan, especially on the leading people and teams specialization. Especially in topics like safety leadership, goal setting, and teamwork. One of the concepts that truly stood up to me was team fit. You have to have an environment where everybody has the same mentality, the same goal setting. And I have learned that one weak link can be can make a significant impact, especially when it comes to communication. Every team must be built intentionally, team building. They could say share the same qualities, the same mentality, the same goal. You must be thought through, with all crew members. One situation that truly tested my leadership was during this high-paced work where we were coming to the end, and yet there were still many items left to complete. So at one point we had many different crews trying to work in the same building, in an enclosed area, a really tight area, and things were starting to get out of control. They were starting to drop material, drop equipment, machinery, driving too close to employees where they were working at. So all that became a big hazard, and they were not communicating. That's something that was very noticeable. So what we did the next morning, I got with management, the supervisors, general foremen, superintendents. We got together to have a mass stand down, right? Come to a refocus moment where we got employees directly involved. We made them talk. We made them tell us what was missing, and that's what really, takes it home. Getting the involvement of the employees to tell you what's working and what's not, right? Listening to their concerns and acting on it. That's what really shows them that we care, and that's what makes them be proactive. And that approach really connects with another specialization that I learned from the university, right? That showing the employees that you care, right? Drives them to perform better, to work safer, to care for one another. Another real good concept that I learned is goal setting, right? Goal setting, I want to say is much needed on every project. You set a goal of interacting, of retraining everybody, of having everybody learn from each other from different crafts, right? That expands their knowledge, that creates relations, and that helps you understand the co-worker, helps you understand the other crew, what they're doing, what necessities they have, if they need more room, and you can also give them a hand every now and then. For example, instead of telling employees to just work safe, right? You get them into the mindset of, okay, we want to work safe by what? Like how are we going to work safe? Well, we're gonna work safe by cleaning as we go. Right? A clean work area is a safe work area. So if we clean up as we go, if we remove all hazards before they create more different hazards, we're winning. So there's always time to work safe. There's always time to clean, and we can clean as we go. Just having enough material and tools needed for the job, for that one day, instead of bringing material and tools for the whole week that you probably not end up even needing, right? Well, and another concept is team adaptation. In the industrial industry, in the industrial work, everything changes constantly, right? You might have a plan for the week, and then halfway through it, things change. Now you have a different priority, so you have to move from one area to another area. You have to move from working with one crew to go work for a different crew. And then adapting quickly to it, also has a positive impact. Instead of complaining or taking it in a bad way, know that everything changes. Just get on the mindset already. Another concept of leading teams, right, is I will never ask a crew members or a whole crew to do something I wouldn't do, right? Leading by example is a big part of what I do. So if I see a dirty area, right, instead of calling employees, hey, clean this work area up, I let them see me clean up. I go grab a big bag of a trash bag, and the fact that they see me doing it, goes a long way, because now they know that I walk the walk. I just don't talk about it. I do it. So leading by example, is a big concept. It's a big part of industrial. Being visible in the field also builds credibility to what you talk about, to what you bring to the table, right? Leading by example, being visible out in the field, interacting with employees, right? Learning about what they do, learning about their background, ask them how their family is, how do the kids play in any sports, And that's how you form relations. That's how you build trust, right? Because getting to know them, it shows them that you care, that management cares. So, it drives them to work. It's being performed at a safe and quality level. Overall, the University of Michigan has really helped me to expand my knowledge, to expand all the leadership key points that I already work out in the field. They helped me to emphasize it and to become a better person, right? Because it showed me ways of doing interacting, of changing people's mentality, of motivating, right? To perform better, to go the long way, right? To care for one another, to build a safe and productive work culture. At the end of the day, my goal as a leader is to form a safe culture, to protect employees, to protect the company values, right? And create a culture where accountability and communication become a part of everyday operations. Thank you for taking the time to speak to you today. I appreciate your time and consideration.